morning. Here we go. January 19, 2025. I have received this very interesting product that I'd like to share with you. GAAHLERI. Let's it open up. I haven't opened yet. Out of the box. Very sturdy, very good quality box. No problem with the shipment. Here we go. This is a 0.2 millimeter. As you can see, this has not been opened before, and we're going to give a good look at it and see what kind of airbrush we are evaluating today. There we go. Very professional, very nice packaging. And we have here the breakdown for the assembly and disassembly, cleaning or replacement of parts. A customer service label, very nice indeed. Instruction manual with all the operations of it in several languages, very nice indeed as well. We have a model that has a valve to control the pressure, and here we go. Let's see the product for the first time. We have a set of spares, which is very nice compared to some airbrush. Having the spare is extremely good. Lubricant, a good size container that can be used for your airbrush, present and future. Wonderful, very good looking, very smart design. As you can see, I do enjoy very much this cup, really nice. Super shiny, that will make it easy to clean. That's a plus compared to some airbrushes. So you have two options. You can do small touch-ups. For example, if you're doing miniature figures, or if you're working with something larger, then obviously you can screw this on. Very nice indeed. As you can see, extremely shiny. That will ease the operations of cleaning. The look is extremely modern, and I definitely love the fact that you can access these control portions of your needle without having to disassemble the rear part of your airbrush. With some of the airbrushes, you have to remove this part completely and then just operate with the airbrush like that. With this one, definitely is not going to be the case. For the needle removal, unscrew this. Very nice, very nice. 0.2. Nice to insert and to remove. The adjustments, oh, sweet, lovely. Moves very nice. And I understand this is for tidying up. What I love with this airbrush is this section here that allows you to put your thumb in it. When you're using the airbrush, will have a much better control. Obviously, you have the opportunity to use your left hand and the right hand at the same time to control both the trigger as well as the pressure additional. It's very lovely. For people who are left-handed or right-handed, we have the symmetric design that allows you to position your finger, whether you're working with left or with right. Really nice. We will do some testing later on. And then we have the nozzle here. And we understand the quality and the design of this nozzle is unique. Very clever design indeed nozzle that is not a traditional and is not straightforward, is almost a zigzag, and is supposed to optimize the distribution of your paint. We will see a test on a model I'm working, but very clever indeed design, and very innovative. So you can tell there's been some work on research and development here. And it is a great part of this model, this airbrush is from GAAHLERI, is that the fact you don't have to have any tools to take it apart and clean it. It comes together very easily. And here we go. And you can pretty much do this blindfolded. No problem whatsoever. Very smooth operation of assembly, disassembly. And now for controlling the trigger, locking the trigger is All you have to do is go into the rear sections, and by moving clockwise, you're going to lock it, and counterclockwise, you will be able to release it for a full movement backward. This is very cleverly, very well designed indeed. Impressions, I definitely give him a 9 out of 10. I will reserve a 1 point once I use it. Lightweight, very well balanced. So when you're working, it's not going to tire you, and it's not going to make it difficult to handle. I have a model I'm currently working, an old Asagawa that I have stripped from the paint, and I have primed partially, inscribed, and I will be definitely using this. Let's have a look at this premium GAAHLERI and compare needle and nozzle versus more traditional airbrushes. I have several airbrushes, and they don't come with this ones. Unfortunately, I had situations where my needle was damaged, and I think this is definitely going to help. And then let's have a look at another airbrush I've been using, and as you can see, on the contrary of this one's, you can't access to the needle, and often modelers tend to work with airbrush without these last portions. I've seen many doing it. It's a very much up to the individuals, the modeler, to decide which way to work with their brushes. But I've seen I myself worked at times removing the cap, and as you can see here, we have actually to remove 2 components before getting to the needle. I'm sorry, the nozzle. And as you can see, this nozzle does require a specific tool, which is supplied by the manufacturer, to disassemble and clean up the nozzle. Now, there are people who will have no problem whatsoever in carrying out these double operations, but I think it's very clever indeed by GAAHLERI to have come up with the solutions where you don't have to do 2 steps to remove it. And now the airbrush is assembled. Here we have absence of these portions where you can rest your finger. In this case, we see how much more cleverly designed is the trigger where your finger rests, versus a little more traditional one. So again, for full disclosure, I received this from GAAHLERI as a free for evaluations, and I'm giving an unbiased opinion. And I do find this indeed very well engineered. I work myself with product factories. I understand the concept of engineering and manufacturing, and I do find this model very cleverly designed. Another component that obviously you have an options here to have either a fast connection to your compressor or more traditional. But again, this comes together very easy, no effort whatsoever. The movements are gentle and non-complex or tidy. Let's have a go on this other model that is being sitting there. Just was with my daughter. She was trying to learn how to build models. I have changed this hammer nozzle cup that helps preventing bubble formations and drops. As you can see, I've been working. There's no problem whatsoever. This is a primer. It's a quick look how we can control this if I should decide to do some power lining. In these sections, I'm actually working to correct some of the panel lines that I inscribed. There was some parts that were not to my satisfaction, so I applied some padding, corrected, sand it, and now here I'm working with a 0.2 needle in order to correct those area and apply the primer. And the control is very good. The paint is exactly delivered where I want it to. There's no overspray. If you see the table below the model, there is no paint whatsoever. So the control of the paint, the amount of paint being applied to this area desired is exactly what I asked her, and I'm very pleased. I definitely recommend this airbrush to anyone. I will say medium to advanced modelers. This is a tool that you should try. Obviously, it's a very tiny 1/72 scale model that my daughter has been playing with. Yes, very pleased indeed. As you can see, I've been working on a model of an F4, an old model of mine that I've completely stripped paint and reinscribed the panels. And now I'm going to do some work to repair. As you can see, we're not going to do a major work here. We're just doing that. Right? So let's get started. See on this workbench of mine, there's no signs of paint going all over the place. Full control of the area that I'm reaching. Very nice indeed. A great tester, a successful tester, and I feel comfortable endorsing this airbrush and its latest design. Let's remove this. Oh, it's a little tight. Here we go. Well, the packaging is extremely good and safe, so you will not have any problem receiving your airbrush from GAAHLERI. Here we go. Here we go. And it's coming. It's coming.